5 days after Sonam Wangchuk's arrest, his wife and activist Gitanjali Angmo has written a letter to the President of India seeking Wangchuk's immediate release. Now, in her letter, she has said that Wangchuk has been detained without cause and has questioned why she wasn't allowed to speak to her husband over the phone or in person. She has alleged that it is violative of the spirit and ethos of the Constitution, which guarantees that every citizen will receive the fundamental right to legal representation, is the pitch that's coming in from Wangchuk's wife when it comes to the arrest of her husband, social activist Sonam Wangchuk, who's been accused of instigating the unrest inside Ladakh that took place for more than 24 hours, after which Wangchuk was taken into custody for the situation that unfolded on the ground. But his wife has now written to both the President and the Prime Minister when it comes to the situation on the ground, saying that he should be given legal representation. And I'm joined by my colleague Ishan Wani on the broadcast to get more details. So Ishan, this pitch coming in from Wangchuk's wife, clearly she has raised concerns about the treatment of her husband. What more details can you get for us?
Well, if you go through this letter, which has been shot to the President, Prime Minister, Home Minister, and other top, leaders of India, where she mentions that narrates the events that took place and led to the arrest of Sonam Wangchuk. And she said there was an officer who was going to call him once they land in Jodhpur, but that didn't happen, and she doesn't know the condition of her husband, how he is he doing well, whether he has been providing any medical support, or what kind of treatment is being meant to him. As an Indian citizen, she is entitled to go through the process. What she has mentioned, interesting in the letter, is that Sonam Wangchuk is a true patriot, and there should be an intervention from none other than the President to restore equality, justice, and conscience of the state affairs. And she has said that there should be an unconditional release of Sonam Wangchuk, and this is considering his lifelong service to Ladakh and national defense, because Wangchuk was actively involved in providing hot and inventing actually the hot winter tents so that the soldiers who are stay put in the harshest conditions in Ladakh remain in good climatic conditions. But she has also mentioned that there is a need for statehood 6 schedule, and there's a need for protection that in the letter. She's also spoken about the climate change and glacier and the Gandhian style of agitation that her husband, Sonam Wangchuk, was following. And she has said that even he couldn't collect clothes while he was leaving his house. And so far, he needs to get an account of is. Now, this letter has been sent to both the President, Prime Minister, Home Minister, Law Minister, and Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh. So the government is very clear that the investigation will be done and will be impartial investigation, and they had solid evidences before they took any step of detaining and putting him behind the bars, on the and slapping NSA against him. But Sonam Wangchuk's wife is trying to equally fight for him and trying to ensure that Sonam Wangchuk is given a fair chance, and she is allowed to meet Sonam Wangchuk once, and also they're able to take this matter in front of the President of India so that there could be some intervention, because she believes her husband is innocent and there should be no such charges, and she's calling those charges in the past, as she has called them, fabricated.
Right. Thank you, Ishan, for decoding that for us. So that request coming in from Sonam Wangchuk's wife to both the President and the Prime Minister, saying that there should be no impediments to his legal representation. Shifting focus to some more news that's coming in. Now, what we're learning is that